Hi, my name is Jem, and I will be presenting our group number 4, which we will be presenting food poisoning. Now, our objectives of our PowerPoint is to provide information on what is the term food poisoning. 2. The viewers were able to distinguish food poisoning among other illnesses or stomach flu. 3. To be able to clarify the misconceptions on food poisoning. 4. Giving additional information on how we can get food poisoning and how we can get treated immediately. And lastly, to find out how common food poisoning is around the world. Now, food poisoning. According to according to Merriam-Webster, the term food poisoning means an acute gastrointestinal disorder caused by bacterial or toxic products or by chemical residues in the food. Now, what is food poisoning? Food poisoning is an illness caused by contamination of food or the infectious organisms that can contaminate food at any point of the process or production. So mainly, food poisoning is an illness caused by the contamination of different food. It's either in the process or in the production of it. Now, like I've said in the objectives, we will differentiate stomach flu with food poisoning. For food poisoning, it is known to be an acute gastrointestinal disorder. For stomach flu, it is an intestinal infection marked by watery diarrhea, abdominal cramps, nausea, and vomiting. But both stomach flu and food poisoning have the same symptoms, but only food poisoning can be gotten by contaminated food or water, but the stomach flu can be a viral infection. Now, we will discuss here the misconceptions on food poisoning. The misconceptions on food poisoning number one: I don't need a doctor. Most cases of food poisoning are self-limiting, meaning they are or will resolve over time. But not all food poisoning can be solved over time. Some of them are serious, like mild or severe food poisoning. Especially for the young and old ones with health issues, they can get food poisoning very easily. Food symptoms are always the same. No, as I've said, no, they are not the same. Food poisoning symptoms that one person experiences are linked with the pathogen that have infected the body. Different pathogens infect different kinds of body, and different pathogens have different reactions. I'll get sick quickly. Maybe or maybe not. Different pathogens, as I said, have a reaction in different bodies in different intervals of time. Like Staphylococcus aureus will make you sick in 6 to 8 hours, while noroviruses will hit you in 6 to 8 hours. No, let me repeat. Noroviruses will hit you 12 to 48 hours, sorry, and E. coli within 1 to 8 days. So, how common is food poisoning? Food poisoning is very common worldwide. About 48 million people around the world experience some type of food poisoning. As there are many types of food poisoning. This can range from mild to severe. Most cases last about 1 to 2 days and resolve on their own. An estimated 48 million people around the world experience some type of food poisoning. 48 million. Now that's a big number. What could we do to prevent it, and how can we treat it? Now let's review some solutions. First, medicines. Normally, medicines like antibiotics can be prescribed by their doctor or a doctor, which can have a certain effect on bacterial types that may affect food poisoning. Only antibiotics can be taken if the doctor prescribed it and you have food poisoning that is severe. Next, replacement of lost fluids. Fluids and electrolytes and minerals such as potassium and calcium that maintain the balance in our bodies needs to be replaced. Mostly, this is why we always drink water whenever we have diarrhea so that our fluids can be replaced. Next, home remedies. As we all know, we always try to look for home remedies because we not all of us have our own sufficient money to buy medicine and or go to the doctor as well. So we suggested that we put home remedies. Home remedies is the best in this example is the best to let your stomach settle first. Don't drink or eat for a few hours so that your stomach can settle. Or try taking small sips of water or any non-caffeinated sports drink like Gatorade. Gatorade is known for us Filipinos for solving diarrhea very fast, but I think that is not a fact. Next, ease back to eating. Gradually eat bland, low fat, easy to digest foods such as crackers, toast, bananas, or rice. Mm, Here, you have to stop eating if the nausea returns because this will prevent you from regaining strength. Next, avoid certain food until you feel better. Avoiding certain food will help ease the symptoms of the food poisoning. Certain foods like dairy, caffeine, alcohol, and fatty or highly seasoned foods are best to be avoided. Lastly, rest. The illness and dehydration may weaken your body more. That is why every time we get sick, we always rest. So, this is our solutions that we found out very, very common and very easy to find while we were doing our research on food poisoning. Thank you and God bless.